Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Looks Site. Not just kidding, not AI voice this time, it's my actual voice. Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Looks Saigon. Today I'm joined by my bro Armando Peredo. He is someone who's found a passion in the dance of Caporales, and Caporales is a traditional Bolivian dance. So this interview is about him telling us his insights about this dance and how it's changed his life. It's pretty awesome. So thanks for listening. Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to a Look Saigon podcast episode. I'm here with my bro Armando Peredo. Dude, bro, how long has it been since we talked?
Oh man, since 2010, Hispanic Youth Symposium.
Oh, we met there, right?
Yeah, 2000,
Dude.
yeah, 2011. Oh my God, 2011. I'm sorry.
Maybe even before that, because I was still in high school, I think.
You're still in high school, but I remember that.
Yeah. Dude, remember in that symposium we had or I had signed up for that when I was still with my first girlfriend, but we
Yes,
but,
I remember
but we broke up before the symposium and then we both met each other at the symposium.
that. That was wild. I remember that time. Oh my gosh! And you told us we were like in a very safe space with our familia. Of course, you know the groups,
Yeah.
and then I remember you told us. I was like, oh man, I can't believe it, dude, because you know we in high school especially we wanna find the love, or like we have that praise, like find a person, and then we talk about it. When you shared it with us, I was like, oh man, it must be like crazy.
That was
what
crazy. And
was
we actually
what
got back
was
together after the
oh
symposium.
yeah, you did tell me that too. I remember that
Yeah.
after the symposium.
Oh
It
man,
was
like
inspiring though. I mean, I wouldn't blame. It was a very inspiring symposium. At that time I was like ready to like get going. I remember, I don't know if you remember that time. We were just
yeah.
like their life star, and you want to become the next Enrique Iglesias. Remember that?
Oh yeah, we performed music and
No,
stuff.
remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You performed. Remember?
Yeah, yeah.
That was amazing. I enjoyed that time, and yeah, I still have one of your songs. I would listen to it. You sent me one back in 2000. That's why I was like, remember. And if you remember
Uh
this one,
let me see.
I think you sent me that song after you guys got back together.
Oh my God, I would do
Yeah.
that. That's so funny. Cool.
Going down where it all started again. And I was trying
Is that me?
of all the time. Yeah, that's you, Nick. You're amazing. You're still amazing. I'm sure you could. I know you haven't performed.
Dang. You know what? Like I performed
Yeah,
maybe like
sorry.
I performed like 3 weeks ago. Like
Are you serious?
the first time after like a few years. And it felt so good. It felt so good to do.
Yeah, no, it's like a. Oh, I'm telling you, when you are performing, especially if you're performing for people, or if like you also are relieving your like inside emotions by performing on stage, and like
Yeah.
just if people love your music, it's even better. Like that rush just pulls in, and yeah,
Yeah,
oh man,
I
I
was gonna
remember. I don't
ask
know. If,
you I was gonna ask you that because like I know like now you're doing many dance performances, right?
I
Like
do.
specifically for that one style, right? Caporales.
I do a lot of them. I
Oh, really?
do. Yeah, I got myself into right after high school. Just like again, I was very inspired by the symposium. I just wanted to do something that I'm good at, and I found that. I found the dancing to be something
Yo.
I'm good at. Yeah, and I got into caporales, tincus, tovas. Now it's just a big thing now. Like it's just part of my life that
Whoa.
I try to take a break from it, but it brings you a look back. You know, something that you're good at.
Cool.
It just yeah.
So you would say like
Tell you,
the symposium like actually like changed your life.
yeah,
Wow.
it did.
That's huge.
Yeah. No, yeah, because you know, like in high school, especially for my part of my family, like our parents were like not very involved in college and stuff, like what they need to do to get the kids ready for college and what forms they need to fill out, what we
Yeah,
didn't know none of that. I didn't
yeah,
know how college feel, and then that symposium was just amazing. Like we felt like we were actually in college. You
yeah.
were roommates with someone. We were roommates with people. It was fun,
Right.
and we all met up in classes, sessions, and we had lunch together, and it was fun. It was just fun. That it's like, you know what? I wanna be something that I'm good at. I wanna find that thing. Like,
Cool. Yeah.
yeah,
How did you? Yeah. Like, how did you find, or how did dance find you?
it was crazy. I was that's funny too. I was one of my uncles is like tell me that I was just at home just playing video games or watching movies. He's like, you know what? Get you out. Let's get you out. Let's go get you to one of those performing places like to dance and to dance. I was like, oh, okay, sure. Let me try it. See how it's gonna be. And then boom, it happened. First few years, that was before the symposium. I was like, I didn't like it. I was like, oh, this is like it's so weird. And then after symposium, I started performing on stage because the first start they start you out in like parades, like 4th of
Mm,
July parades, St. Patrick's. Those are fun too, but
it's
I don't know
different,
that
right?
the stage is different. I was like,
Mm,
it's like because it's you with your team and you have to like perform months in advance and like practice in advance, set
hmm.
up the muscle memory on it, and it was just like I was like, whoa, this is good. And then I got a lot of compliments. People tell me you're good at this, like, and when people tell you you're good at something, better look into it,
Dude, you're right,
right?
man. You're right.
Right? They're like, you're good at this. Yeah. Well, that was the thing. When after the his potion, I went back to practices, and that's when I started the stage performing, and I was like, okay, this is people tell me I'm good at it. Let me try it out. And
Cool.
then it's been a 12-year trip with them,
Wow.
with the yeah.
Dude, and like, let's explain to our listeners, like, how can we describe this dance? And also maybe like give some history about it if we can.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, thanks for asking that because that's, I mean, the main point as well with dancing caporales is like close to home, because that's it describes the part of our country that like where our roots came from in Bolivia. We back in Bolivia, we also had the Europeans brought some slaves
Mm,
to work on some of their projects, build some stuff, and some of the slaves, were living there, and then we never knew. Like we were like, I was a kid and I never knew that. Like I learned about dancing caporales. I was like, yeah, this dance is origin from the slaves that were brought from Africa. They had
mm,
to find a way to like, they find a way to like release some of their like of their culture because it's part of it's African movements that
mm,
started with it. Started with Saya. They call it Saya. Caporales and Saya are different. So Saya started first, and they're like they will go out and just and then dance for fun, and then they started being seen by people, and then that's what caporales derived from. Like it was like
mm.
Saya was there, and then caporal is just an another branch of a dance that was like a tree of like a branch of that tree,
Yeah.
and it just touched me. I was like the history of it. It's amazing, like where it came from. And Caporales, I love the movements, the discipline. It's like they call it military movement because everybody has to be in the same position. It's very
Mm.
detailed. Yeah, so that's the part I really love the most.
It looks like a very like a happy dance. Like
Oh yeah,
jumping, like
yeah.
moving around and
Oh yeah,
stuff.
oh yeah. That's another part is that Caporales. It's basically you're coqueteando, you're flirting
Ah,
with the lady. So it's always gonna be a two-part. I mean, the guy's okay to do by itself, but I always see the caporales to be like it's a pareja, it's a couples dance.
yeah.
So you like all the movements you're making is with the lady, you're flirting with it, all the like a sudden like going down and then going down and looking at the lady and like go and like showing her that you like it's like a dance, I'm mating dance, maybe. I don't know.
Cool. Yeah, right, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Like do you ever watch like some of these like nature shows that even like in nature
Yeah,
the male animals doing some dance for the girl or
that's it.
he's like drawing a
Exactly.
shape. he's like drawing a shape in the sand, and then the girl's like, "That's a pretty nice shape. Yeah, I'm gonna bang you
Yeah.
now."
Hey, that is true too. I tell you. And has become that. It's become the community that it's like, and especially the new generation. They're seeing that, like, like with that dancing so well, the girls start come looking at us, hey, what's up? You're a good dancer. So it's
Yeah,
pretty funny. It's like and that's the intention, yeah. Yeah, if
cool.
you ever if you ever just Google Caporales on YouTube and just like put the Caporales music songs or the music videos, you'll see
Mm.
starts with the lady going first, and then the guys coming to her like making
Mm,
movements like
nice.
yeah.
I want to ask you, like, how do you feel like before you perform, like you're about to go on stage? Like, what is that
Ooh.
feeling? What is that feeling like?
Well, you and I know this, right? We're artists in this. So the first is, jitters. You get nerves, first of all. That's
Mm,
the first thing. And I actually, one of my teammates, before going to stage, she cried. She's like teared out so much. I was like, God,
mm,
it is, months in advance we practice, like daily practices, well, even if it's cold, even if it's raining,
mm.
even sometimes, even if we're hurt or like we have something behind our backs, we still gotta perform. So it's just nerves that just like you gotta be able to put those behind.
Mm-hmm.
Remember what you practice a month in advance, the muscle memory, let that kick in. It's already on your I guess your subconscious mind just keeps that, like all the things you practice, right? Like same thing with your guitar, right? Already, you feel comfortable, you know what to do, you know where to go because you practice. Same
Right.
with dance. Yeah. And one thing I found that I like, it's the when I'm about to go in, it's like I let that kick in. I just
Mm,
autopilot it, and it just like the rest of it is just me enjoying the music, just smiling, having fun.
mm.
And that's the part I really love about when going to stage is just like forgetting all the people, forgetting all the hate, everything, just like
Mm.
blur everything out and just enjoy the music and perform your best and smile.
It's like once you're performing, like you don't think too much, right? You just like let loose, I guess.
Yeah. And it's like how can I put it? It's like a time machine in there. It's like you go in there,
Uh,
it's like it feels like fast, like you're done. It's only like 5 minutes. It's a 5 minute performance that we do, but we practice a song. It feels like a very long performance. But when you go on stage, the rush takes in. It's like
mhm.
a blink of an eye, you're done. All your 3 months worth of
Yeah,
work is like 5 minutes done.
right.
Yeah,
It's like I
tell
wonder,
you, it's fun.
like what do you one thing that comes up a lot in this podcast is like stuff about mindfulness, like being present. Like how does that apply to dancing, do you think? Like just being in the moment.
Being in the moment, like I would say. Let those nerves not take over your mind, because when that happens, that's when you start thinking of self-doubt. Am I good enough? Am I performing well? Am I
Mm,
giving enough energy? Am I So don't let that sink in. Be mindful all those doubts, all those things that bring you down, and just perform, just have fun with it, because you'll see it. If you're not having fun, then it's not. It's same thing with, like, you performing on stage. Like if you're just playing the guitar, it's just like not feeling it. The audience is gonna feel it. But if you're just having fun with it, even if you mess up a little chord, you just keep going and having fun with it. People are gonna just like naturally feel that, like, love
mm,
or that energy that you have to give, and then just like, oof, they'll have fun with you. So yeah, it's just that battling, that self-doubt, battling that you're just
mhm.
not gonna be able good, or be able to like get that rid of that on stage and just have fun.
Sure, like I can relate to that because last night I was having a conversation with someone like really special to me that I didn't talk to for a long time, and we just yeah, we finally reconnected. But during the conversation, I could feel that self-doubt that you're talking about. It started to like chatter, right? Like in my mind.
Yeah,
And it was like it's like so distracting, like trying to
it
make
is.
me worry about random things. So I want to ask you, like, yeah, how do you deal with that like internal voice, like that little self-doubt? Like how do you deal with that?
Yeah, that's a very good question. A lot of the creators, I'm sure they go through that too. Like, like you're Um, like I always think about Elton John, you know, like how he did like do all his stuff. Like he would just go out his plays and have he'll just people like improvise sometimes, and I'll be like,
Mm,
did he choreograph that? Did he plan that out? But you know, sometimes you hear like, oh, he just like did what he wanted to. He just had fun,
mm,
and I think that's what it is. I think that the way I deal with it is like I just go out there. Okay, I will prepared. I practice. I'm just gonna go out there and just give it my best, and hopefully that my best and my fun and my happiness, you know, translate the whole and translate the whole room, and then be able to like get them to like enjoy the music or enjoy my performance.
mm-hmm,
That's one thing. But yeah, there's the one thing you can do is just put the songs that you like, of course, put the songs that get you up and like hype you up.
mm,
Um, of course, use the feel good about how you look and how you feeling and how you like you look at the mirror like, oh yeah, I look good, this is amazing stuff,
mm.
confident, pump yourself up. It's like, I'm good, I practice, I got this. And then just go out there and let it rip, like
Awesome.
go have fun. Yeah, I would think that that's the just things to do. Like if you're thinking about performing on stage, if any of your listeners are performing are thinking about performing on stage, just like look good, have confidence in
Mm,
yourself, look good, have the best dress, best performance, best outfit you have for the day, and then
mm-hmm.
and of course put the songs and the music that you definitely adore and like help you get you ready for the day.
True. It sounds like
Yeah.
now we're talking about like self-love.
Oh heck yeah! Oh yeah! You have to as a
So
performer.
yeah, like yeah, please keep going.
As a performer, you do have to. You kind of like have to have the skills to be able to like, because if you go at stage, and I've seen that happen when you have those doubts, and I've seen people perform like that, and it didn't go as well. It didn't
Mm,
it didn't translate to the people or to the audience as well as it should.
mm.
Um, I've done this. I've done it. Actually, I had a
Me
big
too. Me
one.
too.
Yeah, I 2014 I danced for a big competition that year, and it was a very tough competition. And I was so doubtful that I believe I forgot a part of the choreo because I was like, I'm not keeping up, or I don't know what it was, and I was feeling like not great. I was like, I'm not built for this, or I'm not another person that's good at this, and
Mm,
it destroyed the choreo. I mean, not the whole choreo, but it destroyed that part that I had,
mm-hmm,
and it just it was just like I said, like the self doubt or self love that I didn't practice that day. I was mostly worried about like what's gonna happen,
mm,
and yeah, I had that happen, and I've seen that happen when you don't. Um, when you're not sure of yourself, when you're not confident in yourself, you start to like and not do so great again. But
mm-hmm.
again, I learned from that. I learned
Exactly.
from that day. Yeah, yeah. You learn from that performance. It's not a bad thing to have. You fail, but you learn. And then the next time I perform, I was like, okay, I need to be more confident about myself. Like I'm good. People tell me I'm good. Yeah, I gotta believe it. I gotta believe it.
Cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice. Because like, okay, so see, like I made this podcast because I'm finding patterns that connect psychology with self-development with spirituality, right? And like right now I see like we're talking about like also before I didn't really identify as a good dancer, but now I choose to change my identity. Now I do identify as a good dancer, right?
Yeah.
How like did it feel, yeah, how easy or how hard did it feel to change your identity?
Oh, it's difficult.
Yeah.
It was difficult. Yeah. Ever since I was a kid, I was always so doubtful of like the things I'm gonna become. I was always like, I'm the middle of the in the family, of my family. So
Hmm.
I was want to be like my elder sister, and yeah, I was just want to be as best as I can. Or my cousins that were used to be above me, and then like they used to like they used to be able to want to be able to get that confidence to be able to like talk to people, talk to my family about things that I was not
Mm.
comfortable about. But as you go, as I went through like changing the doubt, the afraidness into like, okay, it's okay to just tell people you're not feeling okay, or it's okay to just be okay by not getting something or by not getting a step. Hey, it's okay that you're not that good for this kind of style. You may
Mm.
find a different style, and then switching from like the shyness to like more confidence was a definitely a journey, a
Mm.
journey to understand it. Yeah, it took me again 12 years. To this day, sometimes I still have a little bit of that like shyness, and I don't know how to take some of that like good, positive reaffirmation from people, from fans that like,
Mm.
oh yeah, you're doing great. And I'm like, no, I don't think I'm doing good. So, but you got to remind yourself, you're good, you're doing
Right.
great. Yeah, yeah.
Do you ever feel,
So
yeah, like I feel something similar. Like sometimes I feel it's difficult to accept compliments.
yeah, yeah. I agree. I was not that I'm not liking it. I love it, but it just taking it in and be able to like, okay, not to be too, not be a jerk, or not be a too much of a, how do you say, not to
Like,
be too much of a show off,
yeah,
or
yeah.
yeah, and be like, I take it in, and what can I give you for your reinforcement? Like, what can I give you? And then some of them just say like, no, you're good, you're growing great, and I appreciate your performance, and that's it. But
Mm.
you just taking it in and be able to like understand that you give already, give something back to them by
True.
performing, right? Yeah,
Exactly. You gave them the performance. That's something really,
yeah,
really awesome to experience, and then they give you this positive feedback.
yeah,
Like now I'm getting into the habit of just being like, oh, thanks. Thanks. I really appreciate
yeah,
that. Where
yeah.
where
Me
where
too.
before I was like, nah, I don't know. I think
That-
it was okay.
yeah, and it's a daily task. It's a daily thing you have to do. It's not gonna be a switch that you say, oh, I'm I'm confident now. I can do all this now. You're reminding yourself,
Right.
hey, this is good. This is how you do it. This is how you accept feedback, and you take it, and you of course do that.
Yeah. Maybe it's just like all of the years that we didn't know how to like be confident. Yeah, let's say confident. Like all the years that we didn't know how to be confident, like to like flip that, it might take some time, right? But it's totally worth doing it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Thanks. So dancing is really like changed your life in a positive way.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It was giving me so much. It's giving me so much, man. It gave me friendship uh, that have helped me even through my professional career as a, you know, as what I do, finances. They've helped me. They've helped me work to jobs, and
Mm,
finding, people that I've been in a relationship with, right? Finding some,
true.
love, experiencing
Wow.
like heartbreak and all that stuff. So it's
Hmm.
good. And I feel like it belong to a
Mm,
group of people that have the same mentality of like, dancing, of like doing something good and enjoying each other's company. Yeah, it definitely gave me so much, and
that's
I'm very
awesome.
thankful for it. Yeah, very thankful, and that's why I want to give back. I want to be able to like, it gave me so much, and it's still giving me. What can I do to give back? It's like maybe
Mm,
spread the culture, just spread the dance more. Teach other people how to dance, and yeah, and like actually just last year, no, this year actually, we had some students from youth at in college from BYU students
mm,
wanted to learn caporales, and I was like, "Oh, that's awesome!" They're like, "Hey," and then I had one session with them, but other dancers had more sessions. But I had one session with them, and one thing I really wanted to stay with them in their minds was like, remember, just enjoy the music and enjoy like, and then I told them a little bit more about the culture, but mostly just enjoy and the beats, the things that you're
mm.
learning, and then that was just like, for all, it was like, I was like so rewarding, like to teach somebody, because they were like, wow, this that's right, be able to hear the beat and enjoy it, and doing the things like telling them how I portray caporales, and how I take it in my heart, and be able to dance it,
Mm.
to enjoy it. because we dance so much that we like get our heads into like too much like the details. There's drama. There's like, oh no, this person doesn't want to be here, doesn't want to be there.
Mm,
Or this person doesn't want to do these movements. But we forget about the why we're doing all this for. Why? Because we're dancing. We just have fun. We're meeting people. We're having fun, and
mm-hmm,
that was awesome. That was rewarding. That's yeah. So that's why I want to be able to give back to to the dance because by teaching others and keep moving to the next generations, keep let them learn.
mm-hmm. And actually,
Yeah.
like I felt like I should interview you today because when you posted those dance challenge videos, I was I was thinking like, whoa, like I don't know what he learned recently, but I want to talk to him and see what he learned.
Yeah, so that was it. It just like it gave me so much. I really appreciate the dancing caporales too. It just the family that it gave me and the friends, close bonds, and some of them might just come and go, but some of them stay with me, and then still to
Mm,
this day, after 12 years, we still talk and they still check up on me. And then
true.
like, hey, they're like, hey, and if ever want to sleep over to them, they're like, hey, come over, sleep over at my house. It's like, oh, cool. So like that. So and then by me, I'll be able to like go out there, perform in different states,
Mm,
and then maybe someone will catch on. Like, hey, someone's in the learning caporales in here. Why not? Let's do that. Let's get started. Some Bolivians in Texas, some Bolivians in Florida,
yeah,
and so on. They want to learn, and there's Bolivians a lot of them around, and even not even just Bolivians. Peruvians want to learn how to dance.
true, right?
Chileans, yeah, it's a dance that brings people together, which is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like imagining you like yeah, like while you're traveling, even just for your free time or you're traveling to perform, like I can imagine that you're doing the dance challenge in like really famous places of those different cities. Like I imagine you like in Dubai or something, like doing the dance challenge in front of the
I will love
the Burj Khalifa. That'd be so sick.
really, yeah. Oh man, I would love to go to the Paris, the Eiffel Tower. That's one of my
Right.
dreams, and
Yeah.
or the Great Wall of China. That'd be awesome.
Yes. Yes.
Definitely, definitely, I would love to do that. Yeah, my next conquest, I'm trying to go to Alaska and perform there. Hopefully, it goes well.
Dude, nice.
Yeah, yeah. I want to go there because we have another dance that's Tinku, right? And that's derived from people that used to live in the mountains and they had
Mm,
like very like heavy, not heavy, coated, a lot of layers of clothing.
mm.
So me going to Alaska will be just perfect for that kind of
Yeah,
dance.
that'd be perfect.
Yeah.
Dang, I want to ask you, what are some things that you learned from dancing that now you're able to apply that to like your daily life when you're not dancing?
Yeah, that's a good question, Nick. I would say just don't like enjoy what you're doing.
Mm,
It's hard. I'm telling you, it's so difficult sometimes to do it because it's always gonna be challenging. It's always gonna be things that you're gonna be like, man, I don't like doing this. I don't want to do this. But find the things that you enjoy in your daily task and your daily job, and then just try to make that the thing that you look forward to. Like, okay, I'm gonna part of my dancing routine and dancing program and dancing preparation is like drilling the performance, drilling every day.
mm,
Be disciplined about my routine and what I do, stretch, take care of my body because the body of a dancer is the main thing, right? That's how we able to like it's our tool be able to perform in stage.
mm.
So all those things like they're hard, they're difficult. Definitely, sometimes they like tell us to like don't eat that much junk food, and they're like, oh, I love my McDonald's though.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, you love your McDonald's, your Burger Kings, but for that performance, you gotta go stick to a little bit of fruit or lettuce or like more salad or more organic stuff. So
Mm,
it's that making that sacrifice and like and then when it gets to the point of the part you're having fun, it's the part you're like and enjoy it and then just try to take that in and you're like, okay, hey, I'm making a difference, I'm making a difference here.
mm,
Even if you're a minimal job, right? Like if you're my mom always told me that it's like even if you're like And this saying, probably, right? You're like, if you're gonna be a street sweeper, be the best street sweeper
Uh,
in town, right?
yeah, yeah.
Sweep those streets very well that people can be like, wow, that's amazing. Like, and that's the rewarding part, right?
Yeah.
And then that's the part I think it's the daily part, the difficult part of like to get through the. I don't know if you've seen that, when I have those pictures of the iceberg and the top of it, like you see
Mm.
everyone sees the fruits, but the bottom of it, there's so much work on it.
Hmm.
Yeah,
It's like, is that what helps you to stay disciplined? Like you think about like the final result that you want, and then
yeah,
that helps you to like make the sacrifices, like to make that happen.
yeah, yeah. That's what it is. Yeah, that's what helps me. And then just keep your eye on those. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. I'm telling you. There's sometimes that you just wanna throw the towel,
True, right?
but you have to keep your eyes on that time, on that day, or mark the calendar. Like that's my
Mm.
performance day. Like put
Yeah.
it nice and red, put nice decorations on it. That's the day I'm gonna perform. Just keep up to it, and look good, and look happy. Your friends are gonna be there to support you, to give you like amazing like cheer, and that's the part you like, and it brings people together. And then like my performance, it was so memorable because again, that was the first time I ever danced by myself on stage. um
Mm.
the last performance I had, and by coming out of the tunnel to see the people, to see the my friends, and then and then my fraternity friends, and I went out there. But there was people out there that I didn't even know, and they were cheering for me. I was like, "What? That's amazing!" Like, and they're like, "We
Mm.
love your choreography. We love the way you dance." And I was like, "Oh, that's good." And then it was just electrifying, and then to see them like happy about it, and
Wow.
yeah, yeah. So they're making a difference on that part. So that's, you keep an eye on those things, like those are little things that we want to enjoy. There's always that little. I don't know how you. I don't know if you watch anime. We have the fillers, right? We have the fillers, and just wait until the main episode comes out.
Ah, right.
Just go through the fillers.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah,
like you're learning some really powerful skills, man, because like that's like some serious like goal setting skills. Like you know exactly what you want, and then you know what you have to do to make that happen.
yeah, yeah.
And you could definitely
That's true.
apply that to like anything in your life.
That is true. And then distractions and stuff out there is always gonna be
Yeah.
there. So you
Yeah,
definitely gotta stay at it.
dude, I feel like you're
Yeah.
gonna have a really happy life. No, you're already having a really happy life. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, you try to, but again, you have to like it's it has to be something that you love.
It has to
It
be.
has to try. You have to try to find it. It's hard, bro. I'm telling you. Even my nephew is about to go to college, and I asked him like, "Hey, what do you want to do?" Like, he's
Yeah.
like, "I don't know." It's that thing that you love. Um, it's gonna find you, or you're gonna find it.
Right.
It's gonna and then but you have to be like, hey, I love doing this. Let's keep going. Let's get through it. Because if you're doing something that you don't like and you don't love, it's that method is not gonna work. You can
Mm.
practice as much as you want, and you get to the part, like say the top as the CEO of whichever company, but if you're not happy on there, like
Yeah.
it's not gonna be good. It's not gonna feel rewarding. Like you probably like um you probably did some stuff that you were not happy about going to get to the top, and then like all there's people that are gonna be out there, and I'm like, oh, hey, he just got there by cheating, or he got there by doing
Uh,
this stuff. But if you go through the things that you love, and people are gonna see that you're doing the things for the love and for the like it's rewarding for you because you went through the whole like journey of trying to get there, and of course you don't do it alone, and people support you because that journey, I'll tell you that journey of getting to the top is just, it's not alone. You're not gonna be alone. You're gonna need help. You're gonna need help. I
mm.
know there's a lot of people that say like those successful people did it by themselves. I don't think so. It's BS. They
Mm.
did it. They had help. They had help. They had help either with family, friends. Somebody had to help them.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
then yeah, right. So that part is like where you're building up that stuff to the front, and then you get to the top, and you're like, you know what? I didn't do this alone. I had my choreographer, I had my coach, I had
Mm,
my team. It
yeah.
feels so much better when you're doing that. When you feel
Hmm.
so much better. Yeah. Or like even if you like it's a job that it requires just to be you, you have to have your family support you, right? Being there when you get home and you're like tired of everything. Like you have your either your kids or your wife or your family, your mom or dad, they're supporting you. They always love you, man. That's why without that, I don't think I couldn't get there. No one could get there. I mean, that's
Mm.
just my thoughts again.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have about 3 minutes left. I want to ask you, have you heard or yeah, have you heard of law of attraction?
No.
Because it sounds like something that you've been doing, like or like it's like the things that you have in your mind
Yeah.
more consistently throughout the day is the things that like you attract into your life.
I didn't know that.
Like that's like the concept, right? Like that
Yeah,
whatever's on your mind for most of the day is what you attract.
that's true.
And
Yes.
it makes sense for you like when you imagine exactly like the kind of performance you want to have, then it helps you to like make exactly that thing happen because it's so clear
I
like
agree.
it's so clear like what you want to do.
That's true. Oh my gosh, Nick, I didn't know that. I mean, and you're right. You know, as I was going through my performance, it's like you want to be. My main focus is to like bring joy to people and have fun with it. And at the end
Mm,
of it, it did happen. I was like, oh,
right.
yeah. Even though some things that like my coach said, like, oh, you didn't time this right. I was like, but I did what I wanted to. Like it's my mind was at have let them have fun. Like people enjoy it, and then you have fun, and then it happened. You're right.
Yeah. Yeah. Plus also anyways, like in the performance, even if you do one thing that's like not on time, like if you just finish really strong, then it's okay, right?
Yeah, yeah. That's awesome, man. I didn't know that. Wow,
So
attraction.
good.
I might have to look into it.
It could be helpful, yeah, like not only for dancing, but just for like anything that you want to do. Yeah. Yeah, man, we have about like 1 minute. Do you have any final words for our listeners?
I will say keep listening to Nick. My man knows, and you're going through a journey that I'm so proud of you, man. I'm serious. I'm so proud of you. I was looking at your reels, and it's like
Thank you, bro.
you're onto something, and you're right. You're gonna see those patterns, and you're gonna find it's gonna take you to something amazing. And again, just like anybody, it takes the time, like for you to be able to get people in and then be able to like listen into them and get see those patterns and
Mm,
because there's always gonna be things that you're gonna be like, oh, I can't do this today. I'm gonna do it, but keep discipline and stay consistent with it, and you'll find what you're looking for. I think you're gonna find it, man. I think you're close. I
like
could tell.
my passion is yeah to like keep following this pattern, see where it takes me, and
It's gonna
then
take you something amazing.
like share my insights with like my friends or any listeners on the podcast. Yeah, and I'm sure it will take all of us somewhere really amazing. So thank
Yeah,
you, Armando.
I love it. I can't wait.
Take care,
I'm
bro.
gonna cheer for you.
Thanks, bro.
Take
Thank
care,
you.
papacho. Te cuidas, ya. Love
Much
you,
love.
man.
Much love, man. Take care.
Much love. Take care.